It's time for Talon Talk with the 2nd Combat Aviation Brigade Public Affairs Office.
What's going on? It's time once again for Talon Talk. 3 minutes after the hour right now. Weather outside still looking nice, even in the midst of this 70% chance of thunderstorms. 72 degrees out right now, mostly cloudy, and later on in the evening dropping down to about 54 degrees with clear skies. Sounds nice.
That sounds very nice.
Super duper.
Aside from, well, it will be nice if that 30% chance that it doesn't rain falls through. But I don't see any gray clouds out right now, and it's looking good. But for some reason, every time I say that it looks good and like I don't see any gray clouds, they just roll in out of nowhere.
It did the other day when I was listening to you. You were talking about it's supposed to be sunny out, and then it started raining on the car.
I've gotten complaints about people from people saying, "Hey, you jinxed us once again."
That's it. You're not allowed to talk about weather anymore.
Nope.
All right.
So what's going on, Sergeant Watkins? We're back in the studio today. So
you are.
We are happy to see you.
You're here to tell me what's going on.
A lot going on. You got myself, Captain Bird, and Staff Sergeant Vincent Abril.
Good afternoon, listeners.
In the studio once again, whipping out the talons.
That's
mistaken. It's commonly mistaken for the Blue Falcons, but that's not our case.
We
today.
are not. We are Eagles.
That's right. Get it right.
So what do we got going on this week, Sergeant Abril?
Camp Humphreys, of course, always has a lot of things going on. Of course, FMWR, we always talk about those good folks. And let's talk about the brigade, the 2nd Combat Aviation Brigade. We got a lot of things going on. I just wanted to touch up on the BEST program that we were talking about from the last couple of weeks. We had Captain Margie Battle and First Sergeant Skillang on here, talking about the BEST program. Folks, if you don't know what the BEST program is, please check out our Facebook pages at the 2nd Combat Aviation Brigade Facebook page and, of course, the AFN OSAN official page. And we'll have information on the BEST program, which is a program. It's a mentorship program.
It is.
I think it's for females from the ages of 18 and 30 who can join this program and have a mentor if they're seeking, a place to go and learn about things to better deal with things in life. If you're that female out there that's between the ages of 18 and 30, this program is for you. Won't get too much into detail about it because I would like you to visit the Facebook page and like us, of course, because there's lots of a wealth of information on the Facebook page for folks to dive into. So check out the Facebook page.
And speaking of diving into, we need to talk about something else at 2 Cabs. Just integral. It's an integral part of our brigade right now, and there was the Indian Head just had a huge article on it. The combatives program for the Army has been going strong for probably about 7 years now, because even when I was a drill sergeant, we were teaching level 1 combatives to soldiers when they came in, and the same thing when I went back as a company commander. We had a couple level 3 certified combatives instructors, and most of my drill sergeants were level 2. So, and the 2 Cab combatives program with Sergeant First Class Craig over there is awesome.
Second to none for sure. Good shout out to those folks. Sergeant First Class Craig heading up the combatives team for the 2nd Combat Aviation Brigade. Folks that are interested in combatives, leave us a message on the Facebook page. We'll get you in contact with Sergeant First Class Craig and get you rolling and get you certified.
Oh, yeah.
I think they teach up to level 3. And he also does a women's self-defense course voluntarily. So he offers a lot to the community. Him and his entire family, by the way. So shout out to the Craig family. Of course, his son was in the community theater. He was one of the main stars in one of the shows that they had at the Humphreys Community Theater. So that family really provides a lot for the community. So good shout out to them, folks. The BEST combatives program. If you haven't seen the Indian Head, check it out.
Check it out.
Where can they find that Indian Head, sir? I wanted to ask. It's the second Infantry Division website.
Yeah, if they want a copy of the digital copy of the Indian Head, they can go on the 2nd Infantry Division's website. And also, I think we normally post it. It's also on our Facebook page.
Absolutely.
We put a copy of it up on there. It's a PDF file, so just click on it, open it up, and it's all in color and everything. And but it's also spread out various places around the Camp Humphreys as well, the PX, the
Right.
brigade headquarters, the battalion headquarters, you know.
And for folks out there
One stop.
can't forget. For folks out there that don't know what the Indian Head is, it's an organic periodical that comes out of the 2nd Infantry Division. It's the only, I believe, the only
Unit level
newspaper that's written for the soldiers by soldiers. And there's a lot of great stories in there. Have you ever read anything from the Indian Head? Sergeant
I
Watkins?
have not.
Probably not. So here, I'm marketing to AFN OSAN today, as well as any other listener out there that may not know. You know, I know about what's it called, Crimson Skies?
Yes.
Isn't that the name of your periodical here? So I
the
read
7th
that
Air Force.
and I'm not in the Air Force, but I still read it because you have great stories in there about service members, which
You
I
just
enjoy
like to
reading.
read the blotter and see who got in trouble.
Hey, that too. You got to check that stuff out. But in saying that, of course, the Indian Head has a lot of wonderful stories, not just on soldiers, but spouses of soldiers and
Katusas, everything.
So,
Civilians that are in the brigade or in the division.
Yes.
And yeah, it's very well produced too.
Absolutely.
I mean, it looks like a magazine.
And I know folks are wondering, well, how do we get from combatives to the Indian Head? Because this month's Indian Head, the front cover, one of our combatives folks was on it. So you'd have to check it out and read the story to get all the info on that. But that's how those kind of correlate together today. So
What else we got coming up?
Can I get a whoop whoop?
Whoop, whoop.
Whoop whoop.
Something that's very near and dear to your heart, I think, coming up soon.
It is,
right?
check it out.
That's only because you're taking part in it and you're
Yeah,
helping with the whole program.
I
so.
try to do as much as I can. But yesterday we had a great committee meeting for the Camp Humphreys USAG 2-Cab Hispanic Heritage Month Observance Committee. We met yesterday to kind of talk about how we're going to go forward in providing a great observance for Hispanic Heritage Month. It runs through 15 September through 15 October. So in October we'll be having a formal observance. And we're going to try to make it as fun-packed as possible. But what we need from the community is volunteers to dance. So if you can dance, we need you to represent a country, whether it be Puerto Rico, Colombia, any country in South America, to represent that country in their music and dance. And so we're seeking volunteers that know how to dance. And can provide the community with a little sense of what type of dance you're representing. So if you know how to dance and you're from any of those Latino countries, please send a message on the Facebook and we'll hook it up from there. And I'll have my information on the Facebook. You can call me on my personal cell phone. We really need people to volunteer for dancing. Yeah, I even put my own cell phone number out there just so it's already been out there, by the way. If you scroll down on the Facebook page, you'll see that my number's on there. So if you're interested in volunteering to dance for that particular event, please give me a call.
And that's a great event that's coming up too. So
Absolutely.
I mean, there's the Hispanic soldiers and family members and civilians in our country have made significant contributions to not only the military but the rest of the country. And I mean, come out, and that'll be one of the last things I get to see before I leave next month.
Oh, sir, you can't leave us.
And
you just got here. It's funny how these 12 months just fly by,
They do. They do.
I'll be out soon myself.
But I tried to
January.
convince them.
Yeah.
January. See, all the good people are leaving, and I'm sure we'll get more good folks in. But see, I tried to convince him to AIP. But how about we give something away? Take a little break. I know somebody wants to hear a song,
Whoop, whoop.
so. And we'll talk to Captain Bird about, him leaving and all that good stuff.
We can wait until I leave to talk about me leaving.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Let's give something away. Of course, everything that we give away here is courtesy of USAG Humphreys FMWR. So a big shout out to all of those folks who work for FMWR. Thank you for providing such great recreation and opportunities for our soldiers and family members, contractors, civilians, everyone out there.
Yeah, they
at
do
Camp
an
Humphreys.
outstanding job over
Absolutely.
there. We partook of the services again today for lunch, didn't we?
We sure did. You can't forget on Wednesdays they have that. What is it? We had
Bulgogi and bibimbap.
Bulgogi and bibimbap lunch buffet at Tommy D's, the place to be. You can't beat it. And folks, Tommy D's. Not only do they, I know we're getting away from the prize here, but I just want folks to know that Tommy D's is open to 2 a.m. on Thursdays, and on Fridays and Saturdays they're open till 3 a.m. You don't have to break curfew. You can have fun, safe time at Tommy D's, and of course they have all these great lunch buffets, that that you can
that
partake
you guys
in. Eat some good food.
neglected to bring me some once again.
Here we go. And it's funny because the last time we came here,
I know we were.
Like, yeah, we'll try to get you a plate next time we go.
Yes, indeed. But look, here's somebody out there is going to eat something for free at the Alaska Mining Company, and I'm going to tell you, it's going to be a free breakfast buffet. So you can wake up in the morning and go to the Alaska Mining Company and eat a free breakfast buffet. That's the ticket we're going to give away here, courtesy of FMWR, and we're going to take the second caller because we are the 2nd Combat Aviation Brigade, but don't get it wrong, son. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not sure of the number they have to call because I always forget it.
I got
It's
that.
753 or 75 Eagle.
No.
74 Eagle.
No.
78 Eagle.
Yes.
There we go.
Bam! Look, we had enough.
I knew it was Eagle. I had that part, and I knew it started with 7.
783-2453 is the number to call. 783-2453. And if you're calling from a cell phone, well, we already got caller number 1 ringing now. If you're calling from a cell phone, 0505-783-2453. Here's Ellie Golden with Lights. AFNO's on the Eagle.
What's going on, Ace and the Eagle?
What's going on? Who am I talking to?
This is Tiffany Harris from Humphreys.
All right, you are caller number 2.
Yay, I beat you, Micah. Okay.
Who hooked you up with some prizes?
You guys do, and Sergeant Abril always does.
All right, thanks for playing.
Thanks.
And now back to Talon Talk.
All right, we are back here with you. Congratulations to our winner of our free AMC breakfast buffet.
Sounds good right about now.
I would love to take part in, but I'll be here at work.
Yeah, thanks for listening in, Miss Tiffany. Appreciate it. Congratulations to you. So I'm talking about good food. And folks, just so you know, the Alaska Mining Company does have a lunch buffet as well. Every single day it's something different. So folks, if you have a happenings book, if you know what a happenings book is, a book that's produced by FMWR that lets you know what's going on in the community. And inside that book, recreational-wise and so on, inside that book they have all of the menus for Tommy D's and Alaska Mining Company. Yum, yum. That's what I'm telling you. It's a great, delicious food.
What's your favorite off the menu?
I tell you what I like, I'm going to tell you that I go to the Mongolian barbecue probably every Thursday. I am a Mongolian barbecue. I like the pasta buffet as well, but I'm not much of a pasta person. But the Mongolian barbecue hits home for me.
I think he's kind of. I don't know that that's his favorite, but I think his favorite is that bacon cheeseburger that they have. Because see,
I've got my favorite for breakfast.
It's called Northern Lights, by the way, just so you know.
Steak and eggs for breakfast.
Yep.
Lunch, the pork chops, and for dinner, the chicken parmesan.
You just can't go wrong. You know, the food is great, and the staff that serve you are great as well. You know, it's a all-in-one package. You'll have a great experience. Bring the family down if you have the family here with you, and go ahead and treat yourself to a good lunch or dinner at Alaska Mining Company or Tommy D's.
and then go bowling.
Exactly.
Right next door.
Look at that, bowling. Strike Zone is always offering all kinds of fun things to do.
Oh, yeah.
And they have food as well. Don't have their menu with me today, but Strike Zone serves food, and they have great bowling, and they also have leagues. So if you're interested in doing a league, you know, stop by the Strike Zone. It's right inside the same building as the Alaska Mining Company. You know, you eat some lunch or dinner, and then you walk right over to the Strike Zone and get a shout out to Robert Victorine, the manager over there of the bowling alley. He's always doing great things to keep the communities aware of the programs that he has available at the Strike Zone. And I can't say enough about the Strike Zone. You can have birthday parties there. They got kids bowling, little bumper ball things, you know, and
That's what I need.
I've never seen the contraption though. If you ever been there with a kid, because I was there with Emily at the Strike Zone on Humphreys, they have like this metal thing that you throw the ball off of. I never knew that existed. That thing is so cool. You put the ball on this little metal thing. It's like a slide.
You aim it and then you just roll it down.
Yeah.
Emily loves that. She loves it. And then what she loves is that her school during the summer, if you didn't know, CYS used to bring, during the summertime camp adventure, summertime camp, they used to bring the kids there. And Emily always says, Daddy, I have to wear a white T-shirt today. I have to wear a white T-shirt. It's like, honey, why do you need a white T-shirt so bad? because we're going bowling at the strike zone, and you could see yourself when the lights are turned down because they have the fluorescent lights.
Right.
I could never figure it out, but she told me that she loves to have that, anything white on so she can glow in the dark with her friends. So it's a fun time for family. It's a great place to just have a good little recreation and be with family. So strike zone.
Interesting fact about bowling. Sergeant Watkins is awesome at it, and he's been banned from 3 bowling leagues because they assumed that he was professional because I kept getting a perfect score.
Watch out.
That was on the Wii, of course.
Oh, yeah.
So the Wii leagues are out.
I haven't seen any of your pictures hanging up over there, but
Banned from the Wii leagues.
Hey.
All around the network. Yeah.
All around the network. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, if you talk about having fun, did you know that this Friday, the 21st, Anjangri, that's the little town right outside of Camp Humphreys, is having their annual Korean American Harmony Festival. Now, I was here this weekend at Osan, and you had something similar to that. And I ran into, of course, Airman Metzger and a couple of other people, and I was playing those little Korean. I don't know if you ever seen the little carts that ride around and they sell like these little treats, and then they'll have a person dressed up as a clown.
The lady dancing.
Right, with the little scissors that you cling back and forth. So I'm in the street being silly, clinging, and Metzger walks up to me. That's an embarrassing moment. It was a great time this weekend outside of the base here at Osan Air Base. All the tents were set up. I've seen your general speaking on the large stage. It was just an awesome time. We had a great time. Well, guess what, folks? We're going to have something like that down at Camp Humphreys on the 21st. So it's the annual Korean American Harmony Festival in downtown area featuring entertainment. There's going to be food and cultural events. The formal opening for the ceremony is going to be on Saturday from 6:30 to 7. And then, of course, if private organizations are interested in running a food booth or any type of booth at the festival, they should contact Mr. Kim at the Maximum Flower Shop. So check that out. I'll have the cell phone number to Mr. Kim on the Facebook page. Matter of fact, it's already on there. So if you come like the 2nd Combat Aviation Brigade Facebook page, you'll get Mr. Kim's number to the flower shop if you want to have a tent out there, and represent your organization. Hey, it's there for the thing. We're going to have fun this weekend. I'm going to be all up and down that strip because it's the only time my wife allows me out outdoors.
Unescorted.
Look, I'm just being honest here, So Friday 21st, don't miss it.
And Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah, that's right.
It's all 3 days.
Yes,
Wow.
21st through the 23rd. Anjangri will hold the annual Korean American Harmony Festival. We'll see you down there. I hope to see you down there. You gonna travel down there, Sergeant Watkins?
It's possible.
It's possible. We might see you over there.
I drift about.
Hey, I know. I'm gonna see you there one day. I just haven't because you're.
I don't make plans. I plan to have fun, and it always happens.
Do you like RC cars?
That's a good plan.
Yeah.
Have you ever played RC cars with RC cars?
You ever raced them?
Yes.
Yeah. They're pretty cool.
Outdoor Rec's doing an RC car race this weekend on Saturday, September 22nd.
Yes.
Got to register by Friday the 21st, and I think, is that number on our
Absolutely.
Facebook page?
Absolutely, sir, it is.
So, yeah, are they going to have the cars there, or do you
They
bring your
I
own?
think they have cars there as well. I can't be 100% sure, but how about you give the Recreation Center a call if you're interested?
Yeah.
And I've seen the track out there. They have this really cool track. It's like a platform you stand on top of,
Yeah.
and you're looking over the track, and it's like this dirt road track.
Oh,
It
really?
has like bumps and stuff. I see people out there every weekend playing with those RC cars. It just looks so much fun. It's a great hobby to get into if you have the money to do it, I guess, or the money to rent the cars to do it. But it's
I like to make modifications to mine, so it'll look
But
like
they're
something
street legal?
off. Yeah, it'll look like something off of Twisted Metal. So
pimp your RC car.
I might also be banned from that as well.
Yeah,
if I try
that,
to come out and race, because no other car would leave the track.
It's like Robot Wars. Yeah.
Pretty
That's
much.
cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
Well, I want to see that. So now that you said it, I'm going to hold you to that. I want to see something special come out of an RC car.
I think that'd be kind of fun, too, going out there and just,
That's fun.
running around the dirt track.
Got the
I didn't
wheel
know that.
spikes.
Yeah.
I didn't know that so many people were interested in that until I was there one weekend, and there was like a lot of people racing their RC cars around just to do it for fun. There was nothing happening that day. They were just there on the weekend racing their cars against each other. And there's a person that actually stands in the middle of the track. So if your car flips over, sort of like they do in the tennis games. If the ball flies away, the little kid runs and grabs it. Whatever. There's someone there that does that with the cars. They flip the cars back over, and you just continue on racing.
I'm not saying this, but I'm just kind of hinting at it. You want to pay off the car guy who flips over the cars, turn the other cars the wrong direction.
You might stand a better chance
of winning.
Yep. That's funny.
In no way do we back these. No,
Yeah. This is not an official endorsement.
This is the disclaimer, right? Good job, sir. Hey, check it out. Talking about recreation, if you have a four-legged friend, Splish and Splash. I don't know how we went from RC cars to four-legged friends, but hey, 4 wheels, 4 legs.
Specifically, though,
yes,
a pooch.
But these ones are alive. They have a heartbeat and they breathe.
And
so
don't bring your cat.
Don't bring your cat, please. This is the annual
man's best friend.
Man's best friend. So if you have a best friend, bring him by on Sunday, September 23rd, to the annual Pooch Plunge. That's happening at the Splish and Splash Water Park. It's officially closed now, the water park, but they have 2 events that happen in between those closures, and that is the Pooch Plunge and the Polar Bear Plunge. I know you were there last year, weren't you?
January or February? I think it was February, wasn't it?
I was supposed to shoot a news story on it, I think the year before when they ended up canceling. They didn't have enough people sign up for it that time.
All right, Mr. Rogers, if you're listening, blame Sergeant Watkins.
But I was on the radio when Metzger went out and ran into the water. We were doing a radio remote from there last time.
That was that scream I heard from my office window.
He's on the phone. He's like, all right, I'm going to run into the water now. I was like, on the show live? I was like, okay. I was like, just try to keep your language clean. Because I was like, I can imagine running into that freezing cold water. I don't know what I would say, and I would not be held accountable for it.
So that's
Turn the microphone off.
That's the Polar Bear Plunge. That's coming a little further down the road, but check it out. Sunday, September 23rd is the Pooch Plunge, and it's going to be at the Splish and Splash Water Park from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. They're going to open with a swimming and beach wear contest. So I don't know how you dress your dog up in some beachwear, but hey,
why not? People put other stuff on their dogs, so why not a bikini?
Visor.
Are you interested, folks? Are you interested in the Pooch Plunge? Because if you are, I want you to like the 2nd Combat Aviation Brigade Facebook page and get the information on how you can sign your 4-legged friend up for this contest. It's going to be a blast. I already know it. It's going to happen. So, folks, give us a call, or better yet, come like us at the Facebook page and get the number. Then you can give us a call and sign up for that particular event. And then we'll talk about the Polar Bear Plunge when we get down to that road. But that's a cold one. I don't know.
I'm afraid.
Yeah, I will not be doing that ever.
Oh, wow. I use radio as an excuse not to go because I'll be here working.
Yeah. How about we take it
you
back?
You may not be here by then.
This is true. Depends when it is, yeah. Depends how far down yonder.
We don't want you to leave.
I don't want to go. I actually tried to extend for a 3rd year, but I got denied.
No, well.
Which was surprising because usually I thought they would be like, welcome me with open arms. You want to stay? Sure, we'll get you signed up right here.
Look, be careful what you ask for. That's what
like Sergeant Brill. I think he's what is this, like his 7th year?
No, that's good.
No, he's
2 years. 2 years. Hey, it's if you can make it a tour, as long as you got your family with you, stability is important these days too, especially if you have multiple deployments. Hey, stability is a good thing, I guess.
It is.
Get it while you can, folks.
What else we got coming up?
We are in the service business, so you know what? Check it out. We're going to bring it back inside to the strike zone for a second. Sir, you obviously know that there's something going on Sunday the 23rd as well.
On the 23rd, they've got the new, it's a new thing they're doing with the weekly pasta, pizza, and bowling special featuring live music from the Auto Reverse Band. And that's going to kick off at 5 p.m. with Auto Reverse. And that's going to be on Sunday at the Strike Zone. And, there's different prices for adults and kids. So come out there, do some bowling, eat some pizza, eat some pasta. And just have a good time.
There's going to be a live band there.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. I mean, you got to have fun when there's a live band there. And then you got pizza and pasta. My name is Vinny. That all works. Vinny, pizza, pasta. I'm just saying.
He sounds like Vince Vaughn from the Wedding Crashers.
Yeah, I know, right?
Everybody has fun when there's a band. You got the crab cakes. You got the pizza.
Yeah.
Exactly. I love that
Jump
movie.
up and
by
shout
the way.
now.
I love that movie. But that's gonna be fun.
And that'll be on Sunday.
Offered by Strike Zone again, the premier bowling alley at Camp Humphreys. Folks, go on and check it out. They have so much to offer. and it's right next door to the Alaska Mining Company.
You can't miss it. They got that giant bowling pin.
Right out front. And it's right next to right after you come in the gate, you take the right, and you can't miss it.
So just think about this. If you can visualize it, if you're in Camp Humphreys, you know if you're standing straight in front of the Alaska Mining Company, to your left, you have the strike zone. But to your right, to your very immediate right, you also have Splish and Splash. So those three entities are all together.
And Augusta West.
One place to go.
Miniature golf thing.
Throw the pooch and the plunge in the water and head on over to the strike zone and have some pasta and pizza and listen to a live band. It doesn't get any better than that.
You're forgetting about the mini golf right there.
Yeah, Augusta West, isn't it?
Yeah. Augusta West, yeah. Look at that.
I need to get out there. I like miniature golf.
Yeah,
I used to play miniature golf all the time.
I love miniature golf.
Because it's just the putting, and like the actual real golf. I tried that once. I got banned from that golf course.
Yeah, and that wasn't because you were that good, right?
I get banned from a lot of things.
Because you forgot to yell for, and you can't drive the little scooter thing, right?
Well, we sort of took the golf carts and played bumper cars and jousting wars with the golf clubs.
Well then, there you have it.
I was back in Meade.
Hey, how about we give something else away, and take
what
a
else
little...
you know what?
What's that, sir?
Everybody loves prizes.
Why don't we give something away from the strike zone?
That is a great idea.
Just since
I
we've
didn't
been
even
talking
think about that. Yeah, that's a great idea.
Great segue, right?
Yeah, it is. That is. You know
No,
what?
not
Since
really a
we're talking
segue.
about the strike zone, and we want folks to go out to the strike zone and enjoy all that they have to offer. And if you don't know what they have to offer, the only way to find out is just to take a stroll over there and check it out. Go there. There's so much to do. How about we give 2 free games of bowling? 2 free games of
Sounds
bowling.
like a good idea to me.
So you can go out, take these 2 free games of bowling. I love this guy. Come on.
I'll tell you something when we go to a break about that.
All right. But hey, look, 2 free games of bowling gives you a chance to go down there, play a couple of games, and see what the strike zone has to offer. And then you go back home and you tell all your friends and family members and soldiers what the strike zone has to offer.
That's the
It'd be
thing.
a
I know
perfect opportunity.
a long time ago in another distant foreign land when I was a private, we went to the bowling alley all the time. When I was a private, E2, E3, PFC, and it boggles my mind that a lot of soldiers sit here and they go not just saying here in Korea but in different places, and they get there and they go, there's nothing to do here. And
Nice.
Complete and total.
Yes, you
but
can count.
if they sit there and get out and try to find something to do, bowling's a great thing to do.
Just pick up a happenings book.
And
It's all there.
I mean, go out there, bowl some frames.
Bowling, you got outdoor rec, you got balls taking trips all the time.
Absolutely.
Which we're going to be talking about another one of those coming up too.
I'm
About
still in the
another boss
thunder. I'm
thing.
sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Look, it's a lot of things going on. But hey, how about we take... Do you want to ask a question to win these tickets? No? How about this? We're going to ask a question. We're going to ask a question. This is going to be a great question.
See
It's
if
going to
they
be an
remember.
easy
Let's hear
one.
it. Let's
If
hear
they
it.
were
How many-
listening, they
how
would
many
know.
bowling leagues I've been banned from.
Yeah. How many bowling leagues?
And I think we've
Sir
asked this
Watkins?
before, but this is going to be really easy. To win 2 free games of bowling at the strike zone, just tell me what other entity, FMWR entity, is in the same building as the bowling alley. There's only one, and I'll give you a clue. You can eat there. Simple as that. So if you can tell me what entity shares the same building as the strike zone, and you can eat there, you've won yourself. Be the first caller with that answer, and you've won yourself 2 free games of bowling at the
What's the
Camp
number?
Humphreys Strike Zone.
That's not 1, but 2 free games of bowling. And the number to call is 7832453. All right, that's enough of the count.
That's enough of the count.
I can't wait to hear his story, you know.
You're calling from a cell phone at 0505-783-2453.
You can eat at the Alaska Mining Company, which is right next to Strike Zone and also next to Splish and Splash.
All right, that's what's up. Thanks for playing. What's your name?
This is Connie Duncan.
Oh,
hey,
look.
Sergeant Brill.
Hey, ma'am, how are you?
I'm good.
Connie,
That's
thank you
what
so
was
much.
in,
All right,
Garrison
thank
notes.
you.
Yeah, thanks for listening in. And what station made you a winner?
AFN the Eagle.
And now, back to Talon Talk on AFN the Eagle, serving America's best.
All right, back here on the show. Congratulations to Connie, our winner. Answered the question right. That is AMC, Alaska Mining Company, which is located in the same building as the Strike Zone Bowling Center.
Awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Great answer. I'm glad she's listening in. A shout out to her, and a shout out to all the folks over there at the 602nd Aviation Support Battalion for doing great things. And, we were supposed to give somebody a shout out today. I think it was the Passport folks over there at the One Stop building.
Those guys down in the Passport office that always, those guys do a great job helping everybody out.
Absolutely.
I just had to use them recently, and, went over there. They kind of held my hand going through it, and I don't want to say they broke it down Barney style for me,
Yeah.
but I'm not the smartest guy, but it was... They made it so easy that the second Passport that I've just getting ready to put in for, I just went on there and knocked it out, and it took me all of about 5 minutes to get everything done.
Thanks to Sergeant Berm and those good folks out there.
Those guys do a great job down there.
Absolutely. I have to give a shout out to Misty and Jessica. I ran into them today over at the PX today.
Over here at
Navy Federal.
Osan.
Yeah. Hello to Misty and Jessica. It's nice seeing you guys out there today. And of course, I have to give a shout out today. I can't forget about these folks because I know we did 4-2, but today I want to say what's up to 3-2. 3-2.
You what did you do last Friday?
Oh, you know what? We had a great time. I went on a trip. It was called the Korean American Friendship Exchange Program with the 3-2. But the funny thing was, it wasn't just 3-2. 3-2 was the
main effort.
The main effort, but we had soldiers from across the brigade, and it was an awesome time. An awesome time. If you have some leisure time, it's a friendship exchange program. You go out, they take you on a bus, and you go and you experience a Korean cultural tour. We got to play drums, Korean traditional drums, and learn some Korean traditional games. We ate lunch together. We even ate dinner together. All of this is free,
wow.
by the way, absolutely free. And it's there for soldiers and their family members to partake in, to learn about the culture, learn about our host nation. It's a very important program.
And that's one of the big things that we were talking before about. A lot of times people come to a different country, different culture, and they sit there and they go, there's nothing for me to do here. I hate it here. I can't wait till I get back to the States. And you're like, well, when you get back to the States, what are you going to do?
Exactly.
Well, I'm going to go hang out. Well, it's like you have an opportunity to experience a culture that is thousands and thousands of years old.
Absolutely.
And it's right outside your door. And you sit here, and a lot of these things that we do are free or very low cost.
Yes.
And before you know it, you're out there, you're having fun, you're learning the language, you're getting to interact with people that you will never ever get an opportunity to meet again in your life.
You're absolutely correct.
And so go out there, experience it. I mean, I was a private a long time ago in Panama. Was my first duty station.
Yeah.
And I could have been sitting there in my barracks looking out over the Panama Canal going, this place sucks. But instead, I mean, I loved it because I got to go hang out on the beach on Christmas Day. And, I mean, it was just very unique culture and a lot of fun.
And you just don't want to be, I mean, if you have the opportunity to get out and do something here, you don't want to be a statistic, to give yourself the opportunity to get sad that you're missing home, and to start, losing your train of thought. This is a great opportunity. And so in saying that, I know you have information about what folks who are getting depressed.
Well, one of the things that's coming up right now is this has been designated as Suicide Awareness Month as well. And in keeping with that, USAG Humphreys and the Talon Brigade as well.
Yes.
We've got a lot of different things coming up that are going to be focusing on suicide prevention. And for me, I've had the opportunity to be around quite a few soldiers who have contemplated, committing suicide, because I was a drill sergeant and, basic training, and you want to talk about a stressful time for a lot of people. I know every one of us now sit here and go, oh, basic training wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
But, that first day when you're there and you're away from home and you're, 18 years old and you're, got those little tears in your eyes because you don't know what you got yourself into, it can be really stressful.
Absolutely.
And
you have that experience, right? Even as a commander, you were a commander.
Oh, yeah.
As you were a drill sergeant first, and then you commanded a drill sergeant unit. So you have firsthand experience. What a great person to have here to talk about this very important issue.
Well, one of the big things that, the biggest thing that we need to get out there right now is awareness and, suicide prevention awareness, and make sure that people are taking care of their buddies.
Absolutely.
Because, commanders can't be everywhere all the time. So, and it's usually not going to be the first sergeant that catches, that notices that, Private Bird is not, being his normal self. It's going to be, Private Abrill that's standing right next to Private Bird and living in the same room and hanging out with him all the time that goes, hey, he's not acting right. Let me go talk to my squad leader.
Right.
Let me go talk to the chaplain. Let me go talk to, somebody, a medical professional. But one of the things that USAG Humphreys has got coming up right now on Monday, September 24th, they're going to have a suicide prevention and awareness training for family members. And that's really huge right now because, as everybody knows, the military's gone through, a prolonged period of conflict. And with that, it's going to increase certain problems. And so if family members are able to recognize some of these signs and, that are going on, it'll be able to, they'll be able to help out in the process. And at the end of the day, the military is just one big team, and it consists of the soldiers, it consists of the family members, it consists of our Department of the Army civilians, our contractors, our retirees.
Absolutely.
So it's, this is an issue that affects everybody in the military, not just the Army, but the Air Force as well. And it's one of the things that, not only Army leadership's looking at, but DOD. The President just signed, week before last or last week, the thing with the VA, the executive order with the VA to look into, more suicide awareness and things like that. So it's this has got, very, very high echelon, personnel looking into it, and
it's very important.
It's important for everybody.
We need to be a cohesive team, and in order to do that, we really have to know how to confront these types of issues at the very front of the battlefield.
Oh yeah, and in keeping with that suicide prevention and awareness training for family members that they're going to be conducting on Monday, September 24th.
That's awesome.
It's going to be at the Super Gym from 9 to 11:30. They're going to cover topics that include how to cope with stress of military life, financial difficulties, and living overseas. And they'll also talk about identifying risk factors and warning signs associated with with suicide and family members. And if you need more information, you can contact Victor Arthur, and
Yes.
We'll have his number and everything on the Facebook site, and come out and
Absolutely.
like us at the 2nd Combat Aviation Brigade Facebook page, the AFN OSAN official page.
Yes, indeed.
And throw that like on there. We're all. I don't know if people notice it or not, but it's always a race to see how many likes we can get, because it's kind of
Folks,
what
help
we
us out.
use as a metric to measure how many people we're reaching.
Absolutely.
And is really what it is. So when you come out and like us, what it does is it allows you to get all this information that we put out there.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I've got to tell you, I have to give another shout out real quick, and we're going to talk a little bit more about the suicide prevention stuff. But before I forget about it, on Monday, the AFN OSAN, the official page, those guys were, everybody over here at AFM, they were running 24-hour ops over here with the Typhoon, and I was constantly looking on their Facebook page to get updates.
Yes.
And they did an outstanding job keeping the community informed as to what was going on and
absolutely.
everything. And I just, from a personal perspective, not just from being a fellow public affairs person, but for me personally, it was nice to be able to get on there, see those updates come in, and I know everybody else in the community probably wants to thank you as well.
Absolutely. Informing the community, that's the important thing.
That's what we do.
Absolutely.
Let's
we can.
real quick, and let's talk about the one other thing they've got on the 26th and 27th at Camp Humphreys for
Roger
the
that, sir.
USAG Humphreys Garrison Suicide Prevention Stand-Down Day from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m., and they're going to feature a full day of suicide prevention and intervention education and activities at the Post Theater. The workshop's mandatory for service members, so that means everybody wearing the uniform's got to be there. And if you're not wearing the uniform, DOD civilians, so you've got to attend one of those 2 days. And again, Mr. Arthur, Victor Arthur over there is the point of contact. We'll have that number up on our the 2CAB Facebook page. And so the other issue with that is, since everybody's got to go to this, there's going to be some closures during that time. And so, check ahead if you got to go somewhere, because a lot of the USAG Humphreys offices are going to be closed. And that's not just for Humphreys. 2CAB's got their thing going as well. Different
Yes.
battalions are doing theirs at different times. So we don't have that schedule right now, but check with your chain of command if you're in 2nd Combat Aviation Brigade, and get out there, get get this information because it is very, very important.
Absolutely.
And one more thing before I go, and this is going to be, I think we got one more thing to give away.
We got some time. We got a couple of small pieces of information to give away, so we'll take a radio break real quick. And so just on a happier note, we got a giveaway. Yes. That's what.
So are we going to do a question, or do we want to?
You know what? Let's just take the first call. We should make it really easy for him.
Take the first. Okay, so what we've got coming up right now is another. We're gonna do an Alaska Mining Company. And Sergeant Brill, you can't win this.
Oh, man.
We've got a free Mongolian barbecue at the Alaska Mining Company. And so we're going to take the first caller on this one. And come on out. You might see Sergeant Brill out there eating Mongolian barbecue on Thursday night.
You will. I promise.
That number to call is 783-2453. If you're calling from a cell phone, 0505-783-2453.
And now back to Talon Talk.
All right, we're back here with you on Talon Talk. Congratulations once again to Yak O'Neill, caller number 1.
Yes.
Hooking her up with some prizes
Mongolian barbecue
over at Alaska Mining Company.
I just heard a Bailey ghost.
Was that?
That was scary. Oh,
Was
goodness.
that the ghost?
That was the ghost
Staff
of
Sergeant
Bailey.
Jason Bailey.
That it was.
Wow.
His residual effects.
AKA Ninja.
Oh, well, congratulations to her. You know, we got a couple pieces of business to put out before we close out the show. I just want folks to know, it's tough to find jobs. A lot of family members, when they come, if you come with your family, one person is going to lose a job probably to follow their spouse here to serve in Korea. So this is a great opportunity that we're going to have a community job fair at the Super Gym over on Camp Humphreys. And this is going to be happening on Friday, September 28th. I know it's a little ways out there, but look, it's good to plant the seed, get the information out there so folks can go ahead and mark it on their calendar that there's going to be a community job fair happening at the Super Gym on Camp Humphreys. Now, this is going to be going down from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. on that Friday, September 28th. And there's going to be up to 40 post and off-post agencies that are going to be there, looking to see if you have the credentials to hold a spot, top spot in their organization. Can't get any better than that. What I would do, the advice I would give them is, bring your stuff with you. Look good when you come because first impressions are lasting ones, so look good when you go to those types of job fairs. And, of course, bring your resume with you. And
dress for the part.
Bring your A game, and you never know what type of, what do you call it, first impression you might leave on that person that's representing an agency. You might say, wow, that was a good one, and get a call, get a job here in Korea. It's important to people.
It is, and I think that's one of the big things that anytime you're PCS and we're on our way to Italy, and that's of course first thing.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I am, and
we're not gonna let you go.
He's just gonna leave us.
That's one of the things that part of the reason I came over here and did the 12-month tour is my wife has a good job in the States, and she didn't want to leave it. My daughter wanted to stay in the same high school.
Yes.
And but they gave all that up for Italy, of course.
Yep.
And so.
Hey, I want to ask because I know you're heading off to work in Italy, of course, with AFRICOM, right?
Well, U.S. Army Africa.
U.S. Army Africa,
which is
right?
the Army component to U.S. AFRICOM.
So let me ask you a question. You've been here for a year. I'm sure you have accumulated some stuff in your room. The upcoming community yard sale is going to be happening October 6th. That's Saturday in the commissary parking lot. They always have these yard sales. It's from 10 to 2 p.m. Are you going to bring anything to that?
I should. Yeah. I really should because I have accumulated a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Over the past 12 months.
And what's one man's trash is another man's treasure. That's what they say. Yep. So, folks, don't forget about the community yard sale. And Captain Bird's probably going to be selling some good stuff. You never know. This is going down Saturday, October 6th, and that's going down from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. in the commissary parking lot. And, sir, what's the last piece of business that we have to talk about today?
I think the other thing we're going to talk about, because I wasn't here last year when it happened.
Oh,
and,
yeah, I was, but I had to work.
I have been to the real one a couple times.
Oh, nice.
And so when I was stationed in Germany for 6 years, I at least got to make it to Munich twice.
Oh, yes.
But USAG Humphreys is getting prepared for their annual Oktoberfest.
The Oktoberfest!
So that's they're going to have that at Independence Park. That's going to be on 13 October.
Yes.
And hey, I'm going to be out there. Sergeant Brill's going to be out there. We got Sergeant Duncan from our group's going to be there. Sergeant Watkins is going to be there.
Whoop, whoop.
So come on out there. It's going to be a fun time.
And once we get closer,
it really is.
Yeah, I know. Once we get closer to the event, we'll have more details about what's being offered out there.
And right now, we just want to give people a heads up.
Mark the calendars, folks. Oktoberfest.
I do know, like the Operation Rising Star is supposed to be in conjunction with that.
Nice.
Because
that's why I'm going to be there.
You're going to be competing in that, correct?
Yes. Last year I was a judge for it, and I was told that I should have been in the competition rather than on the other side judging.
There you go.
I signed up for it and also talked Senior Airman Katie Johnson, our morning show host, into competing as well.
We need to get Sergeant Brill over there as well because he's got a good voice.
Thank you, but no thank you. And I wanted to give a quick shout out to CW4 Chief Palomino, Jesus Palomino. I just had to get him in there. He wanted to say hi to all the FM folks here. Remember, he came on the show a couple times. So shout out to Chief Palomino.
And I think that's really going to be that's going to wrap it up for this week. What do you think?
It is indeed. Thanks for having us.
As always, we
good.
truly appreciate being here and being able to get some of the information that's going out, over at Camp Humphreys. And again, come out, check out our Facebook page, 2nd Combat Aviation Brigade Facebook page.
Talon, second to none.
And AFN OSAN, the official page. And like us, get all this information coming straight to your wall every day.
It's not just for Talon's USAG Humphreys. It's all coming to you straight off of Talon Talk. Folks, thanks for listening in today.
All right, we'll see you guys same time, same place next time, 1 o'clock every Wednesday.